We're going. G'day sports fans and welcome to the first ever Ballbag Sport Weekly Wrap. And what a year it's been so far as coronavirus bukakied all over the entire sporting world. The Olympics were forgotten quicker than Matty McCann on a holiday, and the once mighty Brisbane Broncos copped the NRL's wooden spoon for the first time ever. In fact, here's a quick recap of Anthony Seibold's coaching stint. The Crows also received the AFL's wooden spoon for the first time in the club's history, but they were just lucky to make it to the field after their pre-season boot camp, which consisted of, well, this. We're not even joking. Look it up. The got fucking tortured. It's wild. Before we get properly into the wrap, we are going to be dropping these little nuggets of gold every week on a Thursday for the next 10 weeks. So follow our pages, click notifications on so we can keep this shit going. First up, the AFL has come under fire for insisting the dancers at their grand final work for free. For nothing. Because it's not like anyone needs the money in this thriving economy. AFL, come on, you paid a sweaty, dementing Meatloaf $500K for the worst 3 songs in grand final history, and you can't shell out a couple of bucks for Aussie dancers? Nothing! Buddy Franklin is on over $1 million a year and played no games. That's $1 million for every 0 goals. Give him some of his money. Fucking nothing! Eddie McGuire told everyone not to worry because he met a few dancers at Sunny Coast's infamous Pink Flamingo nightclub that he reckons will happily volunteer. What in the actual fuck was he doing in the nightclub? You reckon he paid to get in?
Yeah, I reckon.
And do you reckon he paid for his own drinks?
Yeah.
So he does understand the concept of paying people for their work. Nothing! I wish it was more clubbing than actually just a reconnaissance tour. I was there with the compliance officer. We had a beer, had a look at things, then we went home. What we have to do in Australia, any bit of joy we can get, enjoy it while you can. Relax, everybody. The quote actually didn't end there. It kept going. I've been hiding out in a cave in Victoria for 6 months. There's this big golden thing in the sky. It's unbelievable. This is surfer's paradise. That is the longest excuse for getting a lap dance I've ever heard in my life. What was her name, Eddie? What was her name? And did you pay her for her work? Doesn't matter. Moving on. AFL HQ has also begun talking about further rule changes for the 2021 season. Interchange makeovers, radical zones, simplified rules, consistent umpiring. Wait a minute, these two are definitely not going to happen. Not anytime soon. I think we actually have a picture of the new laws. Yes, there it is. Honestly, trying to make sense of this game is like trying to explain COVID regulations to Trent Cotchin's wife. Facials are not an essential service, Brooke. That goes for you too, Eddie. In the NRL, Queensland have decided that the best way to pick coaches is to throw some keys in a bowl and draw them out at random. And like a swingers party, the winner then gets to fuck the club for a year. Then they swap again. On Saturday, the Tigers said goodbye to club legend Benji Marshall, the man who flicked it more than a lonely teenager. Due to COVID, broken ribs, and a Nathan Tinkler-themed front office, Benji was unable to get the send-off he deserved. So I've decided to sing him a heartfelt, improvised retirement song. He's not retiring, but he should. You should, Benj. Okay, here we go. Benji, when you flicked it to Pat, us boys had a fap, and my mum got a whap. Okay, that's probably good. With the season having ended for some clubs, departing Bulldogs players have been told to clean out their lockers, which could be an issue for some of them as they're not allowed back on school property. Credit to the Doggies as they've also changed up their Mad Monday celebrations, foregoing the usual binge drinking, streaking, dick beers, and instead they fed the homeless and picked up rubbish around Sydney. potentially searching for what's left of their trash football club. Hey yo, fucking got ya. Fucking what? I go for the Dragons, so I can't really talk. It's been a tough year for all of us, hasn't it?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
In a desperate attempt to engage with somebody under the age of 65, Rugby Australia held a recruitment combine on the weekend at Sydney's most prestigious private school, Shaw. Drills included spitting on homeless people, drinking vodka cruises in their dad's Audis, and generally being an overprivileged private school piece of shit. So business as usual, really. In cricket this week, sad news as Aussie legend Dean Jones passed away. A notorious hard man from an era where men were bred tough. A little different to our cricketers these days. We're not saying Dean Jones was more masculine than today's cricketers, but one man spent 503 minutes at the crease in 42-degree heat after eating dodgy vindaloo, while another does this, and this, and this, and this. How much time do we have? Because it keeps going. Davey, it's a good thing you're an incredible batsman on flat tracks against lowly ranked test nations. Disclaimer. And that's it from us. If you're into your racing, we got the best tips on a Saturday morning coming from Ballbag's racing expert, Bags Caviar. Be sure to check that out. And I'm off now to do some reconnaissance with Eddie at the Pink Flamingo.